Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It is Ambitious Queen here on my lunch break at work. Don't forget to know me is to love me, and to love me, you must know you, and to know you, you must love yourself. So today's motivation mindset is inspired around the sudden events of Nipsey Hussle and his death, and of course, his queen that is still here, Londyn. Took me a while to speak on this because every time I talk about it, I do get emotional. However, I cannot just get this. I can't ignore the thoughts that are coming in my head, and I can't ignore the feeling that I feel. And every time a different update comes about Nipsey Hussle or Londyn, I just feel so connected as if I know them personally. And I feel like this is a very important time in history for us to pay attention and to document our thoughts and our feelings that we feel on this in terms of our motivation mindset. At the end of the day, I can't ignore the culture. I'm a part of the culture. So that's one thing that you're always going to notice here on this channel is you're going to be able to find bits and pieces of everything. And that's a nice way to identify and how to balance out your needs as a person. So on top of feeding your mindset, motivation, and positivity, and keeping up with the real world events and things of that nature that are happening, current events as such that touch people globally, where Nipsey Hussle's death is like a movement now. I feel like with his death happening, much more has been created since we lost his life. And when you find your passion and your purpose, and you know what it is that you want to speak about here on this planet while you're here, and you know the risk that it takes and that what comes with it, and you know what is up for grabs, and if you die fighting for what you are created, your dynasty, and your dynasty is still here living, and even when the life is taken out of you, you are still even bigger than what you thought you were. I feel like that is a very, very commendable role to have. Philanthropist, why don't you say? But we can't ignore the fact that his death just awakened half the nation, if not the whole. Minister Louis Farrakhan says he always talks about the birth of a nation. So when you kill one, you rise up a whole bunch of others, other beings, other women, other kings, other queens, for us to come together. Look at the gangs now. You may hear in other areas that things are being chaotic, and then you're going to hear in other areas where you see Bloods and Crips coming together. At the end of the day, like if you go all the way back into history, like we're all people, no matter what color flag you want to rep. You know what I'm saying? No matter what side of the culture that you had to adapt to grow up with and go through with that experience. I'm not taking anybody's lifestyle away from them. All that I'm saying is with this death happening with Nipsey Hussle, tap into the feelings that you're feeling. And I believe that he has set the standards now. Well, that has always been there, but set the standards publicly to man and how they should treat their queen. Because I'm seeing a lot of YouTube recommendations come up of 10 hustle ways of Nipsey, or ways that Nipsey Hussle got Londyn, or what did he say in his in her DM, like different little things. And I feel like as our culture has a great way of taken away from the quality of what is happening here, and I don't want this message to be missed. So I want all of my brothers and sisters, especially being that I have a lot of men watching my YouTube, I want you all to tap into Nipsey Hussle's lifestyle, appreciate him as a person, no matter what happened to him or what you feel about him. If you did know him or if you didn't know him, appreciate the message behind the deliverer of it, because the messenger, because this is something that is impacting everyone's life, and it potentially yours. And it can help you find the missing piece to your puzzle to help elevate you from where you already at. So kings and queens, if you already didn't know how to treat your queen, now you know, or at least have an insight and know that there are other people like Londyn out there that have a whole dynasty out there and out here creating and actually helping and being commendable in not only their role but in their own lifestyle as a person, and to be able to be so transparent to where the energy is felt through others. Like, even when they mention how Londyn is in pain, I feel pain for her. I don't even have anybody that I am in a relationship with that is dead. But God forbid if something was to happen to any of my children's father, I'd be like, oh my God, I would be devastated. Especially in terms of me not having a dad. I know what it feels like not to have a dad. You know what I'm saying? So let me look and see how. Okay, I got 5 minutes to work. I had to make sure I didn't exceed my lunch break. But to tap into Nipsey, I feel like in terms of Dr. Sebi and his message in terms of holistic treatment, I feel like that goes in terms of the role and the path that I'm going on in terms of natural healing. And we have to be aware. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if something was to happen with this video or even my channel, you know. We have to be aware that there are higher beings other than ourselves, and that this is government, that this world is a business, and they are here to make money no matter which way. The same way that y'all are in the streets flipping work illegally, legally, they have to find ways illegally and legally to sustain their lifestyle. So going back, because I don't want us to get lost in this, no matter which way you want to take Nipsey Hussle's death, whether you believe the theory of the government sending somebody to kill him, or do you believe in the theory that crabs in a barrel concept, somebody just hated on him and just, you know, took him out because of how legendary he was becoming and how commendable his role was becoming. You know, no matter which way you want to look at it, you can't ignore. And I have actually heard people say it's just like another black person dying, and it's not like just like another black person dying, because you need to look at that brother as like your brother. That could happen. And if your brother, if you look at it like that is your brother, and if your brother wasn't at the role of status or even the potential of where Nipsey was with his career, look at that to be as if what your brother could have had if he did do the steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody has their own paths and experience of what takes them to where they need to be. So my message today for your motivation mindset is to appreciate the journey that you're on, and no matter what day comes about for you to leave this earth, at least you know that you lived your 24 hours or whatever time that was given to you the best way that you could. And so let's take advantage of it, because we never know when our time is gone. And I know our sister Londyn is going to be in very low spirits for a while. However, this is going to be a birth of a nation, and we have to support her, and showing her that we support her by demonstrating that in ourselves and rising up our nation and our community and continue to carry Nipsey's message on, because energy doesn't die, it transfers. And I hear them and I feel them. And Lauren, I am here for you, honey. I am here for your children, and I'm doing my best that I can to raise my side of my community, West Side, to basically bridge the gap to help build a bigger nation, so that the message can come across, so that we all can unite and elevate, and each one teach one. So as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what resonated with you the most, what you feel, what your takeaway is on Nipsey Hussle's death, and how you feel moving forward, how the culture will change or adapt, or what footprint do you think that he played in this timeline of our culture right now, with his death being taken, with his death, you know, being, even people idolize it. There's so many different things that you can take away from this. What do you take away from this? Please remember, to know me is to love me, and to love me, you must know you, and to know you, you must love you. As always, tune in. If this does not resonate with you, it's okay. Share it with somebody that you know it would. Somebody that you know is speaking about any one of these topics that I've spoken about. Nipsey Hussle, mindset, motivation, Londyn, queens, kings, any of that good stuff. Make sure you share that on with someone else, because there's other beings out there that definitely needs to have that help or that guidance of finding that portal to tap into their mind, body, and soul. And that's what I want you to look at me as a portal of being a co-creator from above, of helping you execute your greatness that you were already given, because it's already inside of you. We just need the right outlets, the right questions to help us come together and unite. Stay tuned.